YouTube, I'm back again to solve another problem. This is episode number 11 of my Coursera Python for Everybody series, and today we're gonna be doing an assignment in week 6. Let's take a look. And our assignment is 4.6. Here we go. Okay, so this is basically the same assignment again, where the program will prompt the user for hours and rate per hour, and will multiply the user inputs to calculate a total pay amount. And everything is as it was before. Hourly rate is normal up to 40 hours and increases to 1.5 times for over 40 hours. Everything is pretty much the same, except this time we'll have to write a user-defined function named compute pay. And whenever we call this function, it'll do all the calculations for us, and we don't have to write the code over and over again. And notice guys, the question tells us not to worry about error checking the user input because that might get a little bit complicated, so I'm going to avoid that. Okay, so let's get started. We can use the first line which defines our function compute pay with the two parameters h and r. But we don't need this second line, so we'll delete that. Now, let's start inputting the conditions. If h greater than 40, then we'll do what we did before. The regular payment will be equal to 40 times R, and our overtime payment OTP will be for all hours worked over 40 hours. And the rate will be 1.5 times the regular rate. And our total pay amount will be equal to the sum of reg and OTP. However, if h is less than or equal to 40, we'll simply write else pay is equal to h times r. And guys, make sure that your else is aligned with your if. Okay, and our function will return just one thing, pay. And that is the end of our function. And now we'll de-indent to the same level as the word def to indicate that we're out of that function. Okay, we can keep this line, which will prompt the user for hours. We'll enter another variable rate, which will prompt the user for rate per hour. And what's the next step, guys? We have to convert the user input into floats in order to be able to use them in our calculation. So let's do that. Let's name the variable fh for float hours, which will convert the hours into float, and fr for float rate, and this will convert the rate into floats. And we will use fh and fr as the two parameters for our function compute pay. And the next line assigns a variable p to compute pay. So let's delete the parameters 10, 20 and replace them with fh, fr. And guys, make sure that the order of these parameters correspond with the order of the parameters that you input when defining your function. That is hour for hour and rate for rate. And we can keep the last print statement and we're done. The question specifically tells us to use 45 hours and a rate of 10.5 per hour. So let's do that and see if it matches pay 498.75. Let's go. 45, 10.5. And it's a match and we're done. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more problem solving videos like this one. Until next time, stay problem free, guys.